new cases of COVID-19 in New Zealand. Joining us live is Bea Borja. Hello, Bea.
Hello, Alma. A bit of good news from New Zealand tonight.
Indeed, yes. Go ahead, Bea.
Okay, for the first time today, New Zealand Ministry of Health reported 0 new cases. There were also no new deaths in the past 24 hours. This development comes after close to 5 weeks of lockdown and a week into alert level 3. In addition, out of the 16 clusters identified by the ministry, 3 have been considered closed. Just a little bit of explanation at this point. Clusters are groups of 10 or more people who are connected through transmission, that is, they were infected by another person within that identified group and are not part of the same household. Clusters are closed after 10 days or when 2 incubation periods of 14 days each have passed since the last reported case. The Prime Minister today said that while we can take heart in recording no new cases today, the result reflects the situation that ultimately reflects the end of lockdown in alert level 4, not the effect of greater activity at level 3. Dr. Ashley Bloomfield, Ministry of Health Director General, said as well that while these developments are certainly very encouraging, the real test would be later this week after the completion of 1 incubation period that the country will see whether or not new cases are still emerging and becoming symptomatic. He also mentioned that a small number of cases would not be the only consideration in deciding whether to shift to level 2. According to him, it's also important to know where cases are coming from, either from the community or from overseas, the patterns of infection, and the public's compliance to alert level 3 measures. These are very important for rapid contact tracing and to test and isolate close contacts of any possible new case. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister earlier announced that her cabinet will meet May 11 to discuss and decide whether to move or delay declaring alert level 2. With a good start to the final week before the cabinet meeting, Dr. Bloomfield said that 0 cases is a cause for celebration, being symbolic of the effort everyone has put in. He, however, cautioned the public that this is not the time to let their guard down and squander the advantage of having put the virus under control. Alma?
All right, very good news indeed. Alert level 2, what would that look like for New Zealand?
There are no
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a very general guidance at this point. The details will come out on Thursday when they have ironed out the details of the kinds of businesses that will be open and the kinds of measures that they have to have in place.
All right, thank you very much, Bea, and we are really interested on the developments there over in New Zealand. Thank you so much for your updates.
Thank you, Alma. This is Bea Borja reporting live from Wellington City, New Zealand. We live in interesting times.
And Philippine Ambassador